Hi, my friend's Frank Weiss from the Cranwell Foundation. I'm a deacon in the Catholic Church, so every now and then I'm asked to do a wake, at a funeral home. And I usually know the people, and but this time I didn't know them. So when I got to the funeral home, I like to meet with the family and ask a few questions about their loved one, the deceased. And this one time, it was a woman who they said had suffered from depression for the last 5 years of her life. She was in her 80s when she died. But but they said before that, she was always so happy and had the best sense of humor. So I said, so how do you want people to remember her? They said, we want people to remember that she had a great sense of humor. So I asked them, do you want me to tell a joke during my talk? And they said, absolutely. So this is the joke I told. There's a scene in the gospel where a woman is caught in adultery and she's about to get stoned. And Jesus goes up and says, anyone here without sin cast the first stone. And then a rock flew over the crowd and caught Jesus on the side of the head. And he said, Mom, will you get out of here? That was a joke. Now, half the people at the wake laughed. The other half were kind of horrified that this deacon was telling a joke at somebody's wake. At any rate, I gave it a shot, and hopefully the lady appreciated it from heaven. At any rate, the reading I always have during these wakes is today's reading. It's about be watchful, be ready, and blessed are those servants who their master finds vigilant on his return. Jesus repeatedly tells us death can either be like a thief in the night or a bridegroom coming to claim his bride, and we're constantly called to be ready. So whatever it takes today to get ourselves ready, to get ourselves back on track, let's do it. And if we can do that, we'll be ready. Amen.